Hopefully things work now. They do. Chat box is there. Good. Let's let everyone, let's let Peck Blast and anyone else who's here get back. I love computers. I love my pewter. It makes me so happy when it doesn't work and when it doesn't do the things that I tell it to and when it does things without telling me, like updating software and whatnot. I love Adobe for updating programs without telling me. I love Steam for updating games without telling me. I love Windows for updating fucking anything without telling me. I love it so much when it updating things gets in the way of me doing things. Anyway, Danganronpa. What a game, right? We're starting technically like 20 minutes later than I wanted to, because started the stream and then we sat there for a minute. I had the whole preparations, and then Hatbox didn't work, and I was like, ah, shit, I'm gonna restart my computer. And then for whatever reason, my computer decided that when I restarted, it was like, oh, this is a great time to do a lot of things, and so my computer was being slow, and it took me another 15 minutes to like actually get started. But we're back. Uh, I announced in the Discord that we're back. Hope people actually show up because I feel like that we had a major setback, but it's fine. We're gonna just go ahead and get into the game, and if everything works out, because I I just I want to make it through. Might be the last stream of Danganronpa, because hopefully we can make it through all of chapter 6 tonight. Be pleasant. Is Walter Cam not gonna? There we go. I was where it's like, oh great, is Walter Cam not gonna work now? But we're good. We got Walter Cam, and also I said this when I first went live, but that's gone now. That's been cast into the void because it didn't work. I took Benadryl, so I'm going to be drowsy and tired. So I'm gonna try my best to be energetic. But I will say right now, honestly, I took sleepy medicine. Let's end this Danganronpa. Alright. Those two are dead. Ifumi and Mondo. You're alive, you're dead. You're alive and you're dead. Man, still processing how many characters are fucking dead, man. Also weird how we just straight up see a good amount of Leon's fucking, like, death in this intro cutscene. We see a good bit of it. But it's fine. Why is the Happy Pride thing there? It's not Pride Month anymore. Bada bing. Alright. You all know how it is. Chapter 5 end. Going straight in. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now,
Anyway,
we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Well, how are we gonna do that? This has a log. So that's an issue. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. Oh yeah, you have like that thing. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. And we should be able to use it on that door, right? Then do that?
Indeed.
I guess I have to click on the door again. Hey, Kyoko. We can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
Now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Well, shit, we're no longer in garbage. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There's a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed it in darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey,
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. Now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
so...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. Snake eater? True. The time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like a family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things. To do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose, to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Ope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. The reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, is because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though. What?
I...
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. I don't remember myself. I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. Sure, Dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative, more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing. One thing that I could never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
When the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. The shadow has been following me my entire life. Sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him. Tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, and I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. Snake Eater portion over? I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. No, we still snake eating. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Havoc Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back.
Whew.
I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Havoc Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Shit, so that's where that goes, huh? I've been wondering about that the whole damn game. This is how we got out of the garbage pit. I never would have imagined that's where this led. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... I'm worried about you, too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Do you like Arby's? I don't be eating Arby's. Sorry. Let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. Do you like Zootopia? Now hang on. I won't answer further questions. Mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There's a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. Internet gonna go down because I'm gonna be in the car. Understandable. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Well, I didn't think we were gonna confront the motherfucker directly, but... Also, by the way, the CPU issues are still there. Don't know why, so it's gonna be lagging the entire time we're walking around. Sorry. I guess, hey, at least in important moments it doesn't. You look at that frame rate. Ooh, it's so crunchy. But once we're like standing still, it goes completely away. I gotta figure out what's causing that and if that happens with other games. Potato PC, shut up. It wasn't doing this before.
Well now.
Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You're supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed in the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again. And this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
Before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? Lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Black End and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
I will post a Zootopia Arby's comic whenever my timeout ends. Try it. But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. There's also the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to the unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Black End and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid, even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Black End is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Black End is me and not Makoto?
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now. With a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were trying to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope. Ooh. Ooh.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Ooh. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square,
that's what we have to
then I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Ooh, she's spitting so hard that she got a fully voice-acted line.
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer. The mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. And we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
Before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. You remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that, for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm, that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school's regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial's no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... Heh. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden? Oh no, he's laughing. I'm done talking. I've got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable. Late. Late! So disappointed in you, Bailey. Sorry about that. Anyway. Yeah, Bailey, you're late. What's the deal with that? Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. I just... Really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. Anyway, when is the Glover for the Nintendo 64 stream? As soon as I figure out how the fuck to play Glover. I need to start getting it ready. Super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Oh no, he's laughing again. Oh no, he's laughing even longer now.
Hey.
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Oh, that's even longer. That's like twice the length. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and somehow... I don't know what I'm reading. And we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. I slept too long. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However...
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, how would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because...
It's all because of that one moment the mastermind let their guard down. Like I said. When was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast their school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
It would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
But the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other, and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
Prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey.
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? Certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivations come from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the Mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The Mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. The Mastermind simply ignored their rules. This wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least...
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the Mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. Why is there a comment in my chat that says, "Thanks, Biden"? What are you doing? No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. Even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the Mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the Mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
Prove to the world that despair is better than hope. They have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words...
It'd only do the Mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. All of that was a hunch, right? You were still able to get the Mastermind to accept your challenge.
However...
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the Mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
It looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. Yes, bro, I know it was sarcasm. My point still stands. What you doing? Let out a quick sigh. Took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. Not pathetic.
However...
I am sorry about your meth being more expensive though, bro. That's rough. Meth is illegal? And? How about you, let people enjoy things, Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
Correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. We can't defeat the Mastermind. It'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the Mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Huh? Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
Shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Alright. CPU usage. Woo! Let people enjoy things. Exactly. Shout out to that one Reddit post from r/heroin, where it's Trump saying, Trump is labeled my dumbass neighbor, and he's saying, you should stop taking heroin, and Joe Biden is labeled as me, and he's saying, would you just shut up, man? Shout out to r/heroin for real. That's my room. It's Kyoko's room. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. That guy's alive. Ugh. This is Byakuya's room. He inside?
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Where the fuck is he? People keep getting mad at me for running over children with my Honda, and I'm just like, let people enjoy things. Seriously. Jankum is for the gamers. Jankum is for the gamers. What are you going on about? She's dead. Hey, Toko. What's up? You awake? This is Toko's room. Is she inside?
hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Okay. Are you in your room? This is Hina's room. Is she inside? It's not looking like it.
hey.
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. It's gonna say that for Hero. Hi, Leon's corpse room. This is Hero's room. Is he inside?
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Where is everybody? Said the dorms, right? Where everybody at? I'm going to bed. This is my room. I can't head back yet. I mean, the dining hall's out limits, isn't it? Ain't no one chilling in here. Someone doing their laundry late at night? No. Where the hell is everybody? Hey, you can open this, can't you? This gate is still locked. They're really not going to open up until this is all over? Where the hell is everybody? Dining hall's closed because it's nighttime, isn't it? Suddenly, we were greeted with... Oh my god? You again. Walter, put your dick away, Walter. I'm not having sex with you right now, Walter. Now, what's this guy's problem? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Oh, he's spitting. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Is that Makoto?
Yeah, that's me. He's on that Zaza?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Yeah, it's me. What's up? Yeah.
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I hate you!
I'm
sorry.
asking to make
I got
sure,
aggravated.
But you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. I wouldn't call the guy on the left my friend. Coco, she's okay, I guess. She's got some issues. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. Started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo! Shoo! And in a flash, my tears dried up. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yo,
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
you know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who?
Hmm.
Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? Wonderful question. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. There weren't any new areas. And where can we go to find new clues? Oh, you stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. The smell is so smelly. Why are you making that face? I'm here now. Welcome back. You're just in time for Toko to make weird comments about how I smell while making this face, which has me deeply disturbed and upset. Ugh! Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. Ugh. Ugh. I win. She seems happy for some reason. I'm not. You are. I don't know how to feel about you. Got problems. There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? Is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial. What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course, it's not me or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? Make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? There's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right? The mastermind is minion tampons? What are you saying?
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
I hate
Hey,
you.
who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. Toko, I got bad news for you. If you end up living here forever, I saw a hero had that vision. And that showed us that you are going to die and Byaku's going to have a kid with Hina. So you don't want this, I'm sorry. I saw the future. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
but
Figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries. It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe. But this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. Oh, Bojingles, you're here! Welcome! You're just in time. We're analyzing what Monokuma's been saying. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Sorry for sipping noises if those went through the filter. Monokuma said that, did he? And Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have to have had set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Then Mukuro, and you get 16. The mastermind would have had to be one of them.
that's right.
And one of those 16 people we started out with, the only one still alive, are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said that all to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. Among us, amongla. Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. They must be a high schooler. Can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? I was gonna play Roblox and I was looking for something to listen to, but I saw you were streaming, so I decided to watch this. Well, thank you for showing up. But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
But maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case... Oh, my throat. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
True ending.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Oh, shit?
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Oh, shit.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Oh, he's laughing like a madman. He's never laughed with the gahaha. It's always been the poo-hoo-hoo or ha-ha-ha. I don't know what that word says. How very magnanimous? Magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms. Got it.
That's fine.
Time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my
At this
family.
point, I can rely on myself. on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master. He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself, too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. And there he goes. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know.
'cause,
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto? That's really nice of you to say.
but,
Still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
But I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. All of us being alone is bad. This is bad. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. Can't speak. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Indeed. You got anything you want to say? So, you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for us, all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone. Leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. Still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. I'm not so sure about that. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Let's go. First order of Biznasty, we gotta go to... Let's just go out the main hallway. It was faster if I just pressed R, I know, but fuck you. How about that? Let's explore the second floor, because that's a new area. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. Oh, boy. Oh. That's not what I was expecting. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Yeah, most of these rooms are inaccessible. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, this is a bedroom. It looks just like mine. What the fuck? The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. But it's got some sick coins in it for the goblins in my dresser. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Doesn't look like there's anything there for us. What about the bathrooms? Does anyone care if I go in the girls' bathroom for real? This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Bitch, come on. Come on, Makoto. You know ain't nobody up here. It's not like you're invading anyone's privacy. There's nobody up here, man. There is literally nothing in here. Don't gamble again? You're not my dad. What the hell? Giraffe? In the locker? This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. There's a metal plate on some of them. Okay. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Well, actually, there's a bit of coinage. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even going to bother trying. Same dialogue. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope. Locked. The card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all. Pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. You have to use your e-handbook to open those up. Does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it. I mean, none of us can do it. Wow, you can really interact with, like, everything in this room, huh? Metal plate. There's no way to get it open. There's nothing here for us, is there? Oh, this is nice. Hey. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Yoko, yo, what the fuck? You scared me.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? That would be... Yoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. I think you missed something in lockers. Fine, I'll go check every locker. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair?
However,
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people. Driving force comes from despair,
however,
and that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
Let's see. That's a good outlook to have. The Ultimate Despair has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook, so it's a group. Desk is home to a computer. Must belong to the headmaster. Coinage. He left a penny. Just for me. Yo, what's the clickable? Chair? A leather chair. Can't imagine a student using something like this. Must have been the headmaster's. Alright, that's a hidden door. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? No, that's a door.
So,
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
Very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. Can't really go from there. You're right, it's not nearly enough to go on.
it's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. There's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. Maybe for her, more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait. There might be a chance. Password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what's your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad. The idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. What if it works? What if it works? You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. If that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Ooh. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Why? Why? Because your dad actually loved you. Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko? Ooh. Present? What the fuck? Hey, Kyoko? May as well have not even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Okay, but first of all, photograph. I better check out that suspicious present before I do anything. Ah, fuck you. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. A birthday present just for us. Yay! Oh no? What are you saying oh no for? I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? It's gonna be a fucking it's gonna be a body part. You're saying something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way to the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Ooh, that's a body part. Several. It was in the box. It was bones. Bad. Human bones. Nah, shit, that's raccoon. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? You explain yourself right now, how you knew. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Yo, your dad's a skeleton? That's badass. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for. Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, it's the only possible answer. That same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said the headmaster is probably here in the school. The only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption, anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she remained completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought. She knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father, so she cut off all ties. Was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? Couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added to the truth bullet section in your handbook. Bro, what the fuck? I know in the trial's going to be like, what if it's Kyoko's dad? No, man. He's right here. Huh? This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Ooh, you didn't see it.
Why would you...
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. Yet. Now find something like this. But what do you expect me to do now? And I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. I cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster has been added to the Truth Bold section of your handbook. God damn. This is very fascinating. The Headmaster's desk. Probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then, I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's ebook has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. I know it only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey,
Could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just a little while, I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
Been here for like 10 minutes just reading chat. That's a hellscape, man. I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko. You told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. But please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. Well, shit. We got an e-handbook, though, that can open anything. Is she really okay? Kyoko. It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. Killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you. The Hope's Peak headmaster. That same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Host Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. 15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Mukuro to the mix, and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. That's rough, man. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. The ones who still alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Ina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. And there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Man. All the deaths are a major bummer, that's for sure. Alright, let's go back to the locker room. I'm still bummed about Chihiro, man. Fuck that shit. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. The card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. You have to use your e-handbook to open those up. Does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. This already happened and it failed. Yeah, no luck. Wait, but... What about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and... Ooh. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. Yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey! Hey! No. Hang on. Crystal ball? This is a crystal ball. Huh? Crystal ball? Oh, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But, wait. Aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. Dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuffed this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. I can't read tonight. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. It would mean... He... Any classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us. We were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Oh, shit. Locker notebook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, man. That's really fishy. What's in the others? I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and... Looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. This thing is practically empty. Except for... There's just one thing. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. There's some writing inside. Could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. All the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. He just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What the fuck? He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe. Keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster. Only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. That's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. Couldn't be anyone else. Mr. White, what's going on here? Some crazy shit, man. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just happened to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. No! But no! I didn't read all of it. I just saw Among Us. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Spare box among us, and so we survive. The second to spare. Locker pocketbook has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. That's all there is in that locker. The more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... it was like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Shit, is there gonna be a whole lot of nothing in the rest of these? Looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. Nope, don't see anything that could be a clue. Please, this one, pretty please, pretty please. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Shit, man, nothing else? Well, we kind of deduced for a fact that, we actually attended here. Think about the photos. Like, think about the photos we've seen throughout the chapters, where we saw, like Celeste and Hifumi. They were hanging out in a school without the metal plates, and there was Mondo and Chihiro and Sayaka. We all went here and got our memories erased. Erased. Don't see anything. Shit, man. I mean, nothing in these. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Shit, dude. So we've uncovered that we've been here. these our old rooms? What was the tragedy? We need to go to the headmaster's room. It's this way. We are finding some weird things out. I am very suspicious of the circumstances we find ourselves in. To the second floor we go. Alright. I forgot where they're getting at. Is this third floor, right? Yeah. We gotta go to the headmaster's room and uncover the secrets. There's also the bio lab. We couldn't get in there before, could we? Mr. White, I'm scared. It's okay. It's normal to be scared. Alright, let's investigate that Monokuma door, shall we? This is the weirdest room in the school. Hi, Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the schools have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean,
Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Yeah. That's not what I wanted to click. Okay, so guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Oh god, what's gonna be in? Control room? What the fuck? There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. What the hell? This is the Monokuma control room. Look, it's got paws.
what the heck?
I mean, every part of the school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but
Just a second.
this place is like #1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. Rogue. That's a hatch. There's some kind of hatch on the floor. But right now, I'm more concerned about that weird device. Strange. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though. Like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. And could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Ina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Ina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center. I took a good look at the control panel. I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. Just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. The Data Center. That's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Turn to the data center. Well, you guys are going to be standing right here. I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hi? Hey, this is the first time we've just seen him standing around like a dude. Give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? What? Aw, man, busted. How'd you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? The self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. Are you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. Room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. Talk to him again. We'll go back in. We found where Monokuma is being controlled. Whoa, hey Makoto. What the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now. It was Monokuma. Monokuma? What? For real? Yup. Looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here. That means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. If that is true. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. It's going to give us this flashback constantly, isn't it? I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. And the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma Control Room has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. Can't say it isn't possible. I really hope it's not true. So, like, I'm gonna leave soon. Still a lot of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. Monokuma Control Room. Shut up! Locks on your house. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Oh, the door. It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right. It's locked. But why? Of course it's locked. Because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. And that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So, right now, you're being operated by someone in that room? Alright, so here's the deal. Let's think right now. The mastermind cannot monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. They also have to be in the control room. Maybe? I don't know. Might be another control room. No. So, I think we can say because you have to be in that room to control Monokuma, we can say that Hina's not the mastermind. We can say that, for sure. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
That doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Ooh, are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. A hatch on the floor? Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Seriously? He didn't fucking open it? Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! What a bitch. Gone. But,
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
And when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. There's one thing I'm good at. It's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You got me motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. My throat is dry as fuck, but I don't want to go to get water to interrupt the stream. Hina took off at full sprint. I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Headmaster's room. Right? That's the next stop. That's a mess. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78, student registry. It contains profiles for all of us, and Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently, class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. Since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She's in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there's more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some kind of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Oh, that's what she looks like, huh? Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats. Close, but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any sign of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. If I decide she's a danger to the other students, I'll be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro is a part of the ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means that Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class, number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. It even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? You ask me, like, if she has a nice body? You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is, maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice from me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. Not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But many hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Man, okay, so here's the deal, y'all. I am very hungry. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say it, but I'm not gonna quit. But I'm very hungry and thirsty, and I'm gonna die if I don't get anything for myself. So I'm going to BRB. I'm gonna go get foodie and drinky, and I'll be back within a few minutes. So hang tight. Ooh, motherfuckers, I'm back. I got a full cup of water, and also I got 2 burritos. 2 bean burritos. I have put in the microwave. I had them for dinner. I had leftover bean burritos. I had 5, ate 3. Do the math. So now I've got this many. Now I'm gonna eat them. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't typically like having to leave and like BRB in the stream to go get food and shit. I don't want to interrupt the flow. But sometimes you got it, because I was starving because I didn't eat enough for dinner. Well, I did. I was full after dinner, but I got hungry again because dinner was a while ago. And I was getting thirsty, which is bad because I was reading and I could tell my throat was starting to not feel great. So I'm going to try to eat this as quick as possible so we can get back to the game because I don't want to delay. Because I said this at the beginning of the stream, but I have to get up early tomorrow. I gotta drive down to my friend's apartment. Because I'm going to help his brother with some stuff. So, I gotta get up early. Which means I don't want to be streaming for, like, the entire night. We're almost 2 hours already, though, but... We're not even in the we're not even in the trial yet. God, here's the deal. I will advocate forever for bean burritos. Bean burritos are awesome. I've had this discussion many times with Bailey, but... Well, not many times, like twice, maybe 3 times, but... Mexicans have figured out food, man. Mexican food never misses. There's lots of Chinese food I don't like. Lots of British food I don't like. Fuck the British. Sorry, Bailey, I know you're here, but... Mexicans, never had a Mexican dish that ain't good. I'm going out for breakfast or lunch with my dad tomorrow, so I had to sleep early and set my alarm for the start of the stream so I can be awake for both. I appreciate you taking the time to set an alarm so you could be here. Burritos are a W, though. If I don't know what else to eat, I'll be like, shit. Make a burrito. L. Sorry. I will try beans on toast one day. And if it's goated, I will admit it, and I will apologize. So I'm someone who can admit to his mistakes. So if I try beans and toast, and I dig that shit, next time I got baked beans, I'll do it, okay? Get my toaster out, and I'll put some beans on that shit. I mean, hey, I can see it being good. I need to be awake for this. This is prime time. Can't miss the finale. True. As far as I can tell, we are going to finish this stream. Unless it's way longer than I think. Originally, this wasn't going to be the finale, but Jaden informed me that I might be able to finish this stream, so... Yeah, it's still a potential finale. It's not dead set. Although, once we get to the... If we get to the trial... At that point, it's like, okay, we're in. You know? Ate my burritos. They weren't particularly big. Alright. They're kind of spicy, though. But not really that spicy, just some enchilada sauce. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. I will say, I think Jaden is underestimating how long it might be. If we get to the 2 hour and 30 minute mark before we get in the trial, I'm gonna end it. This is the potential finale. not dead set on it. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Okay. Bookshelf. The bookshelf seemed really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Class number 78, student registry. Apparently that's us. It has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro is apparently a new student here at Hope Peak. Mukuro Ikasaba, part of the Ultimate Despair. He looks like a persona. Because I know commentary Let's Play is like 4-ish hours, but that doesn't consider that you're interacting with chat, taking your time, and don't exactly know what to do, so you're not going at full speed. Yeah, so... I mean... I could see us having to finish on Wednesday. I mean, we're almost 2 hours in already. We're not even at the trial. Because we're almost an hour in before the investigation started. Which means her and the mastermind should have been allies. Then, why would the mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? Don't know. What's next? The fucking bio lab? Why weren't we allowed in here? This is the one where I'm really interested. Oh wait, we have been in here. This is the fucking poison zone. Yeah, there's a very good chance that we won't conclude tonight. Ah, it's... Yeah, we couldn't get in here. Raw. Oh, this is interesting. Well, here I am in the bio lab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? It's just a little frosty. It ain't that bad. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Interesting. Oh, it's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. On the other side... Just gonna say the same thing. Oh, these ones are off. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? Probably take a closer look around. Shit. The same person doing chapter 2 took like 4 hours 50, while it took you like over 7.5. Yeah, the thing is just in general while streaming, you're gonna take a longer time to finish things. But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right hand lights are off. Damn. I mean, that's because there's 6 of us left, right? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Awesome! This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me up now. Some kind of makeshift morgue. Biolab's secret has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I did wonder what happened to the bodies. About those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is... Biolab lights has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. To do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Is that all? What else was there to explore? We just have to go check out the body again now, don't we? Gotta re-examine the body to see if it's even Mukuro, because it might not be. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? What the fuck? Oh, you're shitting my ass. The Monokuma flower. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Well, I don't think it's related to the case, so I better keep my distance. Oh, I thought it ate it. It's in the shed. Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I'd better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. If it's not here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? The corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. One other thing. That tarp. Tarp played a key role in another case, so... I better look into it. True. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. And this originally came from the Biolab? My question, how did they get Mondo's butter body in the Biolab? Well, the answer's simple. They just took the thing of butter and they put it in there. And it's just in there. There's no body there. I'm going to open it up and it's just going to be a tub of butter. Tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Man, after finishing those burritos, all I can think about now is, man, I wish I had more. I only had 2. I wanted another. That shit was yummy. That's all I really needed to check here. Guess we go back to the biolab then, right? We gotta uncover it. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. Only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. That's awesome. Tarp. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. What am I missing? They haven't even had a single class and 10 people are dead. I know! Like, isn't that wild that, like, we haven't actually been in the class once? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Dojo. Go to the dojo. Arrows were there. That's the murder weapon of the last case. Hi? Oh, Toko. So this is where you were.
What do you want?
What do I want? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have had to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. You have an idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. Not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Oh, she's upsetty. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. Found a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. Samurai? Suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. The target seems pretty far away. I'm always amazed to see what people can do with a bow and arrow. Coin. I can totally imagine Sakura out here using this to train. Oh. That's a bummer. There's nothing here? Oh, man.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
Yes.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Okay. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Is that thought it was over? Oh, hey, hero. Ugh, Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait! There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? That's funny. Oh, I'm alone.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome. Welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? That? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Oh, shit. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. Now hang on, there's Mukuro on the left there. Am I in there? Wait. From left to right I see Celeste, Mondo, Leon, Mukuro, Sayaka, Hiro, Sakura, Hifumi, Taka, Junko, Chihiro, Yoko, Toko, Hina, and Byakuya. I'm not there. I'm not in there. Okay. There's everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but... there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba? Then this girl is... what? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that... just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. It was me. I'm the mastermind. I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else... when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. Someone's typing the alphabet. But it's natural for me to not be in this picture. Oh, it's definitely unnatural. Because everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. This picture is real. And could that mean... could it be? Everyone else. And just me. Everyone here except me is... how long are you going to keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But... I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Oh, he's mad. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo has been added to the Truth World section of your handbook. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. With that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? Just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? It looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. We gotta talk to folks right now. Where is everyone? Archive. Go to the archive and talk to Byakuya. That shithead. I hate him so much. Hey man, what's up? Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. That's strange. Let's go talk to Hiro. Hey, Hero. Ugh. Makoto. What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? Still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It's like he was avoiding me. He was afraid of me. Why? That is very odd. Toko's gonna be the same. Everyone's gonna be the same, aren't they? I decided to visit the biolab one more time. The first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out again. Huh? Toko! Oh, she pulled a body out. Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Oh, we went so long without you. What? Oh. It's cold, super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? Oh, I must have fainted again. I thought you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga. Did she just say bazinga? We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Inside Jack's memory has been added to the Truth Bulletin handbook. That's relevant to this? But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byaku's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Oh my god. Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. This whole deal. The fridge, it's open. I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko,
Makoto.
it's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's
It would seem
a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came hurrying past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem
I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Put time up for ruining the alphabet? I'm sorry. Why does everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body's inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. Mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So,
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Yoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm gonna find a clue this time, and I'm gonna grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then,
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Wait over there? That's it? Are you done? I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing. What's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? The mastermind forged that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. No other explanation. Body? It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Guess I'll investigate everything else. Oh, I have seen that tarp before. Oh, it's the same one I found in the garden tool shed. If I remember, that tarp. It had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Tarp has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Yeah, okay, that's cool. It would seem the blue light comes on when the slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Biolab lights have been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burn tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? And what was the final injury? Fatal injury. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file says they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However,
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds make it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? Well, we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
What if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Yoko's account has been added to the Truth Blood section of your handbook.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed,
don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikosaba. Mukuro Ikosaba's profile has been updated in the Truth Bowl section of your handbook.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait, are you not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? Really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me. She decided to help me instead. For someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. Still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using the emergency handbook,
I see.
the one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you said just makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
what?
Ooh?
If that's true,
Could that mean that video is real, too? Video?
Makoto,
Kodo. I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers, right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
so,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto,
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. DVD? And it says, class number 78, urgent interviews?
so,
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize what exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us had ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. You have a second to listen to me ramble. Ramble?
In other words,
So, as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, with my own feelings. Talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. Determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange, to be confronted with his death, and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
Why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it. But her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So, that's it for my ramblings. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Well, absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about the hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Shit, man. Shit, man. Do I know where I'm going? I gotta go to the AV room, don't I? What am I doing going to the library? That's my Steam. AV room is right around here. Let's do this. Should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it on the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I hope it's my movie. I stared into the black of the monitor. It'd only been a few seconds. To me, it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden... I'm sorry, y'all. I felt tempted. Bailey said something about my movie. Yeah! Okay. An image appeared. Sayaka? Took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was one of the Can't read tonight. The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school.
What the fuck?
Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously the total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Yo, what the fuck is happening? As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There's a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? I don't think I like this movie. As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Oh shit, that's me! Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
What the fuck? Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Ina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Yoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now, then, when, doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, and as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would you make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Oh, shit.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black,
Damn.
there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning.
Is it really that time again?
Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. Final class trial. So here's the deal. Monokuma has talked during the trials, and we're all there. So I don't think it's one of the people alive right now. I don't think so. I don't think so, babe. The last time all our lives would be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like you said, Byakuya. Byakuya? They arrived one after another. They're all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. There's the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appeared.
I'm late! Ah, strong silent master, so wonderful. So cool, so hot, my loins are ablaze. Calm down. Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
With my scissor-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Kyoko, me too. Kyoko, me fucking too. Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see. Welcome to Los Pollos Hermanos family.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair by maximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial. And this time, it'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square. And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below. So don't try and run away. Oh man. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. Ah, shit, they all think it's me. One by one, the others followed. They all think it's me because I'm not in the photo, right? Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Well... Well, everyone, to be honest, I know I got your hopes up. I thought we were going to finish tonight. But we're almost 3 hours in, and we still haven't even... We just are getting to the trial. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we gotta continue on Wednesday. I know, major bummer. What was the plan then? I don't know. How are we gonna prove our innocence? Because everyone seems to not be happy. Finale Wednesday. True. So to everyone in the stream, just know, Wednesday, which is 2 days from now. I'm okay with this because I don't want it to end, and I need to cling on. Well, I mean, there's not much left. And we only got one more time, because I think we can get through the trial in one stream. Unless it's, like, uber long for no good reason, I don't know. But I think we'll finish. But, there is one problem, though, and that is... What's the one problem? Where's my phone? Oh, under my plate? The fuck? Why didn't you just use the save that pops up before the trial? Because I'm gonna have the dramatic moment where we hop on the elevator be the beginning of next stream. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to call tonight because I gotta get up. Here's the thing. Part of me was tempted to just keep going, power through, and have a long stream as the finale. But I do have to get up early, so I'm not gonna do that. So I will see you all Wednesday when we finally complete the game, because we will undoubtedly be finished next time. And then after that, Saturday will just be an open day where I don't know, I'll stream something. I don't know what. Because that's what Saturdays are going to be going forward after we finish the game, is those are just going to be open slots for any number of things I want to do. And then the next week, Fallout will start on Monday, and Boy Chronicles Fully Loaded will start on Wednesday. Danganronpa Andy has to go to bed.